Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a little walkthrough of entanglement. Some of you have asked for some of the solutions to the different levels in the demo, so we're going to get started with just that first sort of tutorial level. I guess I'm going to go through these pretty quickly, and you can, like pause or rewind as you see fit. So this first one just has two boxes and two buttons, so it's really easing the player into the game here. I just wanted to point out that these I've added some of these directions sort of like in universe, so hopefully you guys are seeing that they're the button layouts before you really get started, and so you're not confused. All right, so we'll keep going. This second one, you're sort of just met with this ledge that you can't quite jump up on your own. So the idea is you jump on this package or box, and then you lift it up because there's a button over here, and you're able to just place it on that button. Opens the door, and you can move on from there. So this next one is your first introduction to the sort of redistribution of weight or size mechanic. And again, there are these controls up here, so for your controller or your mouse and keyboard. So I'm using a controller, so I'm holding down the R1 button on a PlayStation controller, and it grows this one. So you can see actually, initially it's not big enough to hit both buttons at once, and since there are three buttons, you can't just place this one on the other one. So you pick up this small guy now, and you put it on the remaining button. So you got three buttons clicked, door opens, and you're able to move on to the next one. Again, this one uses that size mechanic. So what you need to realize is that some boxes are too heavy to lift up. So the reticle in the middle of the screen will let you know when a box is able to be lifted. So as I shrink this one, you'll see that sort of ring appear around the main reticle. That means it's okay to be lifted. And I can put it on this yellow button, and as it gets weighted down, as the box gets bigger, it will get weighted down and trigger the door. This next one is a new mechanic now. I call it the movement mechanic. So you have this box behind a force field here that you can't get to. So you got to figure a way how to get this box onto its button without directly manipulating it. So if you move this box, you grab it and move it to the right, that one starts moving left. Same if you move it down, the other one moves up. But when you let go, because that box behind the force field's considerably larger than this one, it's going to fall to the ground while this one's going to move upwards. So again, move it or lose it. Not really directions there, just some encouragement. This next one I know that some people have trouble with, so I'll try to explain it. Well, it's pretty easy to explain, but the idea is you can't reach this ledge on your own, and so I tried to give a subtle hint here, right? Kind of creating your own path. So step one, you move this larger box onto the button. So now the door's open. You just got to get to it. So you can jump up here. It's about half the size of this one over here. So you jump up, and again you jump, and now you're standing on this box, and now you can make the remaining jump. So I know there's probably some work to be done with jump lengths and sort of the expectation that the player has of how far they can jump. So I'll work on that, but that is the intended solution in case it was confusing for anyone. So now we're on to the last mechanic, the splitting and joining one. So right now, both of these boxes are in a force field, so you can't grab it. They're blocked by the force field. So what this power allows you to do is join them. So I just pressed, you can see right here, it's the top face button or 3 on the mouse and keyboard. And when I did that, they join into a single box. And if I click it again, they'll split back into 2. So now I have 2 boxes again. I can place one over here and walk through the door like so. So that mechanic actually can be used in two ways. So say you only have one box at your disposal. It's a slightly different mechanic now. So you have one selected, in this case pre-selected because it's the tutorial level. Now you can just split the single one into two. And again, I'll show you outside of the force field real quick, but they'll join at their average position. So just like that. So what I'm going to do is place one of the split boxes on the left and the other one on the right. And I'll take a step back so you guys can see, sort of get the whole picture here. And when I click the top face button, there it is. Now it's triggered that button in there. And that is sort of the end of the intro level. And so the next one is going to focus just on the, size redistribution power. And so when I walk through here and grab those blasters, that level will trigger, but I'll post that as a separate video. And so just to end this one, thank you guys for even playing the game to begin with. It's really cool to have made it. So I'll see you guys in the next video.